I realized towards the end of the meeting today it got a little bit rushed, so I'm going to quickly demonstrate the file upload vulnerability that we tinkered with today, just in case some of you are hazy on some of the details. First, let's take a look at the PHP script we're going to be uploading to the web server. This script is going to allow us to have a little bit of remote code execution. So as you can see, it's a very simple script. Even if you don't know PHP, the concept of this script and what it does is very straightforward. Basically, it checks to see if a parameter is set. If the parameter is set, assign the parameter to CMD, execute CMD, and then die. So let's fire up a web browser and upload the code. Now we could get more complicated with the PHP script and do more malicious things like dump a database or God knows what else. But for our purposes, this will work just fine. So we're going to go to the apply link and upload shell.php. And earlier we found that we could browse to a content directory. Go to uploads and shell.php. Being able to do this on a website is no bueno. Very, very bad for a site because of this reason. We can request uploaded content through our web browser, and right now, as you can see, it's not really doing anything, but that's because it has no parameter. If we give it one, it's going to execute on the system. Now this is executing on the web server. We're just getting the output here. So, as you can see, whatever command we run here is going to be running in context of the user www.data, which is a very limited user, but it's what we have to work with right now. And for getting a remote shell on the system, it's pretty good. So, what if we wanted a better shell? We can leverage netcat to listen on port 8888 or whatever port you want, execute bin bash on connect, and send it back through the tunnel. So when you execute this, it's going to appear that the website's not loading or something's going wrong. It's continuously loading, as you can see in the top left-hand corner here, but that just means that the command is executing in the background on the web server. So in this case, it's good to see that little spitty circle. Before I pop over to the terminal and connect to this, I'm just going to break down this netcat command real quick. We're basically calling netcat, telling it to listen on a port number that we provide, and providing it a executable to pipe back through the tunnel when we connect. That's what the E flag specifies. So now that we got that running on the web server, we can pop back over here to the terminal, type netcat securityvoodoo.net port 8888. So what this is doing is it's connecting to our web server on the port that netcat is listening on the web server. Once we do this, it should give us a shell. And it does. www.data. There we go. We have a shell. It's not a very nice shell, but we can leverage Python to give us a better shell. What do you know? So we can import pty and call pty.spawn bin bash. And there we go. We got a better shell. We can browse stuff, traverse the file system, do all sorts of nefarious stuff, but we don't have very many permissions on the system, which means we can read certain things, but we can't read others, like the shadow file, which is very important if we want to crack some passwords. So we got to escalate our privileges on the machine, and we'll talk more about that later. Anyways, that's it for file upload vulnerability, this kind of thing. Let me know if you have any questions or need help with something or a clarification.